if you live in Dallas or you're moving to Dallas and you love the idea of being around nature and trails, but you don't want to be in Uptown along the busy Katy Trail, this is going to be the next best place that you probably don't know about. I'm here in White Rock Lake at Madera Trailhead. My name is Xavier. I'm a realtor here in Dallas. And funny enough, me and my fiance actually moved here back in September. And I'm going to give you my honest thoughts about the property, what it's like to live here, and show you exactly all the amenities, multiple different floor plans, and basically tell you all the things that I wish I knew before I moved in. And if you want to know more about what it's like to live in White Rock, you want something more in depth, watch this video that I just posted. It gives you a full tour of not only White Rock Lake, but also 2 homes in the area to give you an idea of what it's like to live here and also what it's like to buy here. If you have plans to move to Dallas and you want to know what apartments you should be looking at or what homes could potentially be out there for you to purchase, just shoot me a text. I've been helping people move all over this metroplex for the last 3 years, and I would love for you to be the next person that I get the honor of helping. So what I love about this place is from the moment that you walk in, you realize that you are not in a regular cookie cutter apartment anymore. They did a great job making this place stand out and feel very unique. The whole property is very nature themed, nature oriented. There's even tables in the property that are made from trees that used to rest on the existing lot, which is really, really cool. But the whole property just feels like you're in a resort is the best way to describe it. Now, honestly, I love the gym here. I think it is the perfect apartment gym. On those days where you are too lazy to get up and go to the gym, or maybe you just want to go downstairs and hit a quick cardio workout, quick kettlebell workout, something like that, you've got all of the machines that you need to get a good workout in. Got a Stairmaster, which is actually pretty uncommon in a lot of apartment gyms. Dumbbells go up to 75 pounds, a Smith machine, and there's also a yoga room with a whole Pilates reformer in the studio in the back. Now we're about to head upstairs and check out some of these units. I'm not gonna lie, when I walked into this unit for the first time, I actually oh my god it out loud. This unit is beautiful. It is honestly one of my favorite floor plans of any property, high rise, mid rise, garden style that I've ever toured. That natural light punches you in the face as soon as you walk down that extended hallway entrance. And I also love that it's a 3-bedroom with a small den space as well. So for people who work from home, this is also a great setup for you because you don't have to convert one of those additional bedrooms into an office. The view was just insane. I could not believe that I was in Dallas. The fall foliage was really in full effect. And I was getting some crazy colors from the trees. Like it was just a beautiful scenery. And it was a reminder that Dallas does have greenery. Sometimes it can feel very much like a concrete jungle, but then you get to a property like Madera Trailhead and it completely changes your idea of what living in Dallas can be. Now, the cool thing about Madera Trailhead is that they have standard finish outs, which you'll see. And then they have these premium finish outs, which they don't really have like penthouse units here. So this is going to be like the equivalent of that. So you get like waterfall islands, you get updated appliances like the vent hood, built-in wine fridges. And this unit, I didn't mention, is over 2,100 square feet. So it quite literally is almost like a house in the sky. All right, so now we're gonna take a look at the A07. This is gonna be the soft loft floor plan. If you're unfamiliar with that, it's something in between a 1-bedroom and a studio. You do have a designated bedroom that completely has a functional door, but that bedroom doesn't have a window. And so that's why I say it's kind of something in between a studio and a 1-bed. This is definitely gonna be more of your minimalist floor plan, but I think they did a really good job with it. The space still feels very functional, and you do lose a little square footage with that elongated hallway, but the trade-off is you don't have to walk into your unit and immediately walk into your kitchen, because I do get a lot of clients that actually request having a hallway in the apartment, which tends to be a little bit harder to do in a lot of newer builds in Dallas. So I do like that you have that option here. They also have plenty of other standard 1-beds at this property as well. And another thing that I wanted to point out was the finish outs throughout this unit are different than the other unit that we just saw. So this is going to be what their typical normal grade cabinetry looks like. You get that kind of like lighter wood tone cabinet, which I think goes great with most things. Right, so this is going to be the B24 layout. This is a 2-bed, 2-bath, just over 1,400 square feet. So it's a ton of space. And this is the premium finish that we saw in the very first unit. This is another showstopper. It's a traditional like 2-bedroom corner unit, floor to ceiling windows. You actually get a little glimpse of White Rock Lake from this stack of apartments. I mean, this is just beautiful. This is like great for somebody who wants a little bit more of like a mixed exposure, tons of natural light, and more of a free-flowing, more traditional unit where you have 2 different bedrooms on each side of the apartment. The same thing like with the 3-bedroom that we toured. I mean, these views that you get this time of year are just beautiful over here in White Rock. So much greenery. Now this floor plan is still on the market for around $40.75 a month, which I think is pretty reasonable, especially for the amount of square footage. If you were looking in Uptown or downtown, you would be paying close to $4,200 to $4,500 a month, and you probably would be losing 200 to 300 square feet. So this is going to be the retail area that's directly across the street. I love it because you actually get legit walkability in Dallas, which is kind of hard to say. You've got a Cane's, you've got a Chinese restaurant, a Starbucks. You can't really see it in the distance, but there is a Tom Thumb, and then on the other side of that, there's a brewery. And the really cool thing is not only just these beautiful sunset views and the foliage, but Madera Trail is literally down there. So this bridge will take you to the backside of that retail over there, and then it forks off there, and then if you keep going, it actually takes you over there to White Rock Lake. So now we're taking a look at the B10 floor plan. This is going to be your more traditional 2-bed roommate style floor plan, if you will, where you have a bedroom and a bathroom on each side with a shared common space in the middle. I think this floor plan is very well balanced. Both bedrooms are nearly the same size. The one with the double vanity is slightly larger. That's would be your primary, if you will. But what helps them stay balanced is that you do have a designated laundry room in this floor plan. So your washer and dryer don't eat into any closet space in either one of the bedrooms. Now up here on the 6th floor, this is going to be the Sky Lounge. I couldn't film the interior because there was a couple inside getting some studying in. I didn't want to disturb my neighbors. But this is a great Sky Lounge. You have access to 24/7. I actually watched the fireworks here with my family, and we could actually see them from downtown. This is going to be the club room is what it's called. It's basically one of the 4 clubhouse style spaces that we have here on property. I think this would be the largest one. You have more of like a full-size kitchenette. My family, we actually ate Thanksgiving dinner in here. Other side of this, you got a pool table, a little built-in fireplace, a TV. So this is a good space that's rentable and great for hosting. That's what I do love about this property is there are so many amenity spaces, and they're amenity spaces that feel unique. They all feel a little bit different, but they also are all very practical as well. I feel like I actually get my money's worth paying my amenity fee at this property. It's a great place to entertain guests. And this clubhouse area connects to the pool area, which is great. We've got a fireplace out here. Now this is definitely going to be more of your aesthetic Wade style pool with the waterfall drop. It only goes down until about 3.5 feet, but it does have these cabanas, which are going to come in handy when the summertime hits. And I wanted to be able to show the key fob access at this property. It's like tighter than Fort Knox. It feels like a military base. Good luck getting in here if you don't have a key fob, which gives me a lot of comfort. It means that people who aren't supposed to be in the building are gonna have a hard time being inside of it. And this is what we call the courtyard or the outdoor kitchen. Sometimes you'll hear that if you go on a tour. There's actually a pizza oven here. There's 2 grills. There's a faucet on the other side with a sink. So for my grill masters, my pizza chefs, you are gonna be able to go crazy out here. This is another one of those clubhouses called the Nest. So this is like more of your designated quiet room. They actually have this fountain that turns on during business hours, and it's just very peaceful in here with the water, and you get a little bit of the nature. And that's truly what this room is supposed to be. It's kind of more of like a quiet space. You could come in here, read a book. And this is going to be the last feature of the day. This is the Santa Fe room. I use this more than any other space. This is like the bona fide co-working space because there are individual cubicles or rooms that you can go inside of and work out of. I joke around and call this my office all the time. Yeah, guys, this pretty much wraps up the video. If you are looking to move to Dallas and you need some help with apartments or finding homes, just shoot me a text. I would love to help you out and, make your move to DFW that much easier. Until next week, y'all take it easy. Peace.